If I'm going to retire in Kansas City, these are the places that I'm going to retire to. And if you are contemplating retiring, Kansas City should be seriously on your list of places to retire to. And why do I say that? Because the cost of living here is significantly less than the more popular areas like Arizona or Florida or Texas or California. Your retirement dollar is going to go much, much further here in Kansas City. For instance, the median home value in Kansas City is 34% below the national average. Groceries are 3.5% below the national average. Dining out is 11% below. Utilities, 3.5% below. Transportation and gas, 11% low. So what does this mean and what's the benefit to you? It means at the end of the day, you're going to have a lot more money in your pocket to do the things that you really like doing, like playing golf or pickleball or dining out, or better yet, traveling to see your grandkids or checking off places off your bucket list. In addition to that, because we're centrally located, the cost of airfare is going to be less. The time you spend in the air is going to be less. You can travel almost anywhere in the country for under 3 hours, which means less time on the plane, more time enjoying your visit, whether it's your grandkids or, like I said, checking off something off your bucket list. I will agree that Kansas City does not have, at this time anyway, exclusive 55-plus-year-old kind of resort-style communities such as Sun City in Arizona. But we do have maintenance-free communities that are open to all ages. That being said, it's my opinion that you're typically going to find families that are either young professionals without kids, empty nesters, and retirees. And honestly, there's a pros and a cons to this type of environment. Personally, I like living with younger people. You feed off their energy, and you always have someone there to help you move things in the case you just don't have the ability to do it yourself. Conversely, I understand that there are those folks, when they retire, they don't want to be in a place where there might be a family with young kids who are running around the neighborhood, but they would prefer to be with people of their own age. I get it. And if that is your underlying criteria as to where you want to retire, well, then Kansas City is probably not going to be a very good fit, because as of now, we don't have those types of communities where you can actually purchase your own home. We do have apartment complexes that offer those types of amenities to 55 and older. But again, if you're looking to purchase something so you can continue to create equity and have a control over your house payment, then you're going to have to settle for maintenance-free living in communities that are open to all ages. So with that being said, what we're going to do now is we're going to go get in the car and we're going to check out 3 communities. We're going to check out Regents Park, which is in Leawood, Kansas. We're going to check out the Stonebridge Villas, which are in Overland Park, and we're going to check out Cedar Crest Villas, located in Olathe, Kansas. So with that being said, let's go get in the car and go to our first spot, which is the Regents Park. Now, before we take off, if we haven't met before, my name is Chris Pucci, and I'm with the Living in Kansas City real estate team, and I help people just like you make a smooth transition to the Kansas City Metro. In addition, I also post videos just like this, which share everything about Kansas City. So look, if you want to learn more about Kansas City, then subscribe to the channel. Simply tap on the bell below. And if you are seriously considering making a move to Kansas City, I'd love to help you make that smooth transition to Kansas City. So with that being said, we're going to head off to our first community, which is Regents Park in Leawood, Kansas. Our first stop is Regents Park here in Leawood, Kansas. Now, this is a relatively brand new community. It's going to consist of 60 future townhomes, 32 villas, and 26 single-family homes. Now, the villas, they are maintenance free. So what they're going to do, what that includes is they're going to take care of your yard maintenance. In other words, mowing, edging, fertilizing, and weed control. Hey, and if it snows, they're going to take care of the snow as long as there's 2 or more inches. They're going to shovel the driveway, the walk, as well as the front porch. Now, homes in Regents Park, they're going to range anywhere. They're going to start at $1 million and they're going to go up to about $1.4 million for the twin villas. The single family homes are going to be a lot more, but those aren't maintenance provided. So what we're going to do is going to check out this particular villa. It is listed for $1,225,000. It consists of 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, about 3,300 square feet, of which 1,900 square feet are on the first floor of this home. So literally it is first floor living. So with that being said, let's go inside and take a look at this particular twin villa. As you walk into this villa, you're going to see the dining area. Now they have a round table, but you could easily put a rectangular table in here big enough to have family members over. To my left, you see this incredible kitchen. You've got a large, massive island. Off to the left, you've got another like built-in hutch area. The kitchen itself, behind it, again, quartz countertops. You've got upgraded gas stove. And to my right, you're also going to see the refrigerator, and next to that, you can see a frosted glass door. That leads into a really nice size pantry. As we move further back into the home, you've got a very nice living area. You got a fireplace, and to the rear of this particular room, you've got a nice lanai, which you also could, if you wanted to, screen it in, which would allow you to use this room all year round as opposed to just a few weeks or months out of the year, because in the summer we do get mosquitoes and they can actually run you back into the house. So that would be my suggestion with regards to the lanai. I just think it would make the house feel even larger. Off to our left, we can go into the master bedroom. You can see it's very spacious. You got plenty of space for dresser, area to sit with a table for reading, got a large area, so a king-size bed is going to fit very well. And the master bathroom, very luxurious. You've got this beautiful walk-in shower, double vanity with quartz countertop. As you continue to move back through this house, you're going to see a large walk-in closet, and off to the side, you're also going to see the first floor utility room. Now, on this first floor, you also have a second room, which could be used either as an office, a bedroom, because you have access to a full bath. So it has multiple purposes. Now, downstairs, there's more area for entertaining and family room. You've got a beautiful built-in bar area, plenty of room for entertaining, as well as, hey, have a game table, card table, or things of that nature. And you also have 2 more very nice sized bedrooms with a full master bath that separates those 2. You can see what really makes this particular unit special is the way they have finished it out, and the fact that literally you can live on the first floor without ever having to go downstairs. But having said that, the builder with this house, he has designed it so that you can actually put in a small elevator in the home. So now you have easy access to both floors, making it more possible to age in place. Now, one of the other things that really makes this particular Regents Park, I think, special is they have a really nice amenity package. It's going to include a kind of a pool house with a really nice sized pool. They've got pickleball courts. You're going to have a off-leash dog area, as well as trails that are integrated throughout the neighborhood. Now, in terms of location, I'm going to give this particular location an A+ rating. And why do I say that? Well, first of all, you're just off 135th Street. Now, 135th Street is a divided median 6-lane major retail artery that serves the Johnson County area. You've got easy access to at least 5 grocery stores within about 5 minutes of this particular neighborhood, 2 drug stores that are literally just around the corner. You have access to hospitals. So you've got Menorah Hospital, St. Luke's Health System, St. Joe Hospital, and Advent South Hospital, all within minutes of the Regents Park neighborhood. In addition to that, you have a whole wide range of major retailers like JCPenney, Von Maur, and in terms of restaurants, well, take your pick. You can do fast food, my favorite is Cava, or you can do nice casual sit down, such as Nick and Jake's, Maggiano's Italian restaurant, you've got Bonefish Grill, and you've got Firebirds. And if you do decide to have a meal at Firebirds, be sure to get their Double Diamond Martini. This is a martini where the vodka has been infused in a pineapple for 21 days. It is absolutely killer, but I'm going to tell you, if you get 2 of those, you either need to have an Uber take you home or a designated driver. So now you know a little bit about this particular community and how you could easily assimilate into this particular neighborhood due to its location and the quality of construction and what it has to offer. So with that being said, we're going to get back in the car and we're going to go check out number 2, which is going to be in Overland Park. Oh, and before we go, we are just about maybe 7-8 days to Thanksgiving, and I want to tell you the weather is just absolutely great. It's about 70 degrees and they're calling for a little cooler temperature next week, but we're still going to be in the upper 60s. Can you believe it? We are here in Kansas City. The temperatures are outstanding. Just another reason why you should think about retiring here in Kansas City. We're at our second of the 3 communities. This one is called Stonebridge Villas. It's in Overland Park, Kansas. And oh, you're probably thinking to yourself, wait a minute, isn't it cold in November in Kansas City? Well, actually the temperatures in November are going to be typically in the 60s and the 50s. And then as we get ready to fall into winter, it doesn't really get cold here in Kansas City till about the 1st of January. It runs for about 6 weeks and then the temperatures start to climb back into the 40s and 50s. But what's interesting is in the last 70 years, we've only had 16 white Christmases, the last being in 2017. And I did peek to see what they were projecting the temperature to be on Christmas Day. So they're saying 40 degrees with a slight chance of snow. I wouldn't hold my breath on that, but that's just a little history of what the temperatures are like here in Kansas City and why really Kansas City does make a great alternative in terms of where to retire. Now, Stonebridge Villas, this particular is a slightly lower price point than the Cedar Ridge and the Regents Park that we just came from. Here the homes are going to be the $600,000 to $700,000 range. In fact, this particular villa is listed for $632,000. It has about 2,800 square feet. It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Most of the living area is on the first floor. When you look at the inside, here's what you're going to find. It's an open floor plan. As you walk in, the main living area is directly in front of us. You've got a nice fireplace, beam ceilings. Off to the left, you've got a really nice sized kitchen with a large quartz counter island. Behind that, you have nice upgraded appliances. To the right, you've got the refrigerator. You've got a wonderful walk-in pantry with a nice window so it has a lot of light. Now, on the first floor also, you've got a half bath off the kitchen as well as the first floor utility room. And as you transition into the opposite side from the kitchen, that's where the master bedroom is. A lot of light comes in. They've got plenty of window area. The master bathroom consists of a dual vanity, quartz countertop. You have a nice walk-in shower, as you can see. And behind that, as you move further into the bathroom, you're going to have a nice size walk-in closet. When you look at the downstairs, that's where you have the additional 2 bedrooms and a full bath. You've got a nice dining area and they have a built-in wet bar. So, like the other 2, here in Stonebridge Villas, you have maintenance provided. Once again, they're going to take care of the yard, so they're going to do the edging, the mowing, the fertilizing, and the weed control. If it snows over 2 inches, well, they're going to come out and they're going to shovel your driveway, the walk to your front porch, and your front porch. And just so you know, typically we only get about 18 inches of snow a year. Usually happens after the first of the year till about the middle of February. So that being said, that's the maintenance side. In terms of amenities, Stonebridge is part of a larger master plan community. So you have access to quite a array of different amenities. You have 2 pools, you've got a clubhouse, you have pickleball courts, you have trails, exercise area, just to name a few. And you're literally just basically across the street from Heritage Park, which is one of the 2 largest parks in Johnson County. There, if you're a golfer, You're literally 5 minutes from the golf course. You've got a large 30-acre, you've got hiking and biking trails, you've got a lake for fishing. So you have a lot of amenities right here in terms of, say, grocery stores, drugstores, and hospitals. All of these are pretty close by. You have 2 grocery stores, a Hy-Vee and a Price Chopper, that are within 1.5 miles of Stonebridge. In addition to that, you have drugstores that are close by. And in terms of the hospitals, you have access to 3 hospitals, Advent Health South, Overland Park Regional Health, as well as the St. Luke's health system. So you have all the things that somebody who is really thinking about retiring has access to. In addition to that, you have plenty of places to eat. And as far as coffee shops, there are at least 4 coffee shops within just a few minutes of Stonebridge. So this is a good alternative to, let's say, Regents Park or Cedar Creek, which we're going to go to next. So that being said, we are going to get back in the car and going to go check out our third and final maintenance-free living here in the KC metro area. We are at our last stop. We're in Cedar Creek in Olathe, Kansas. Now, this is called the Villas of Hidden Lake. It's part of a larger master plan community. Again, this is a maintenance-free villa, so they're going to take care of things like yard care, the mowing and the edging and the fertilizing. They're also going to take care of snow removal. So if it snows over 2 inches, they're going to come and remove the snow from your driveway. They'll walk up to your front porch as well as your front porch. In this particular section of Cedar Creek, you have basically 47 home sites. They're all going to be these villa-style homes, which are mostly all going to be reverse story and a half homes. Typically around 3,000 to 3,100 square feet. The price range is anywhere from the upper 700s up to $1 million. Usually they're either 4 or 5 bedrooms and 3 or 4 baths. So this house that we're going to take a look at is listed for $980,000. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and it contains approximately 3,100 square feet. As you see in the entryway, you've got a nice, well-defined entryway. In addition to that, as you walk into the main area of the home, open floor plan, as previously mentioned. You've got a nice vaulted ceiling, so you get a lot of natural light. Off to the right is the kitchen, which is anchored by a large quartz island. Behind it, you've got, once again, quartz countertop with upscale appliances, gas burner range. Off to the left, you have a nice dining area with a built-in hutch. Now, in addition to these amenities, you have this incredible walk-in pantry with its own quartz countertop and sink, as well as a wine cooler. And on the opposite side of where the refrigerator is, you have the mudroom. Now, the main master suite is located on the opposite side of the house. You can see the bedroom, nice and spacious, but it's the bathroom that really carries the room. Take a look at this incredible walk-in shower. It is really quite amazing. You've got, again, a double vanity with a quartz countertop. You've got some built-in shelves with mirror, and behind that, you then have a really nice sized walk-in closet. And off to the left, you have the first floor washer and dryer utility room, which makes it very convenient. And off of that, which is also off the entry, you have another room, which is a flex room. It can be used as a bedroom because we have a full bath off of that as well. So now let's just go check out the lower level. So downstairs, you can see we've got plenty of room for entertaining and place for, say, a card table where you can play cards, and then you've got this really nice built-in bar. Once again, you've got a really nice quartz countertop. Behind it, you've got a sink, a arched area for all of your bar equipment. And then on the opposite side of the room, we have 2 more bedrooms that shares 1 bathroom. So that's what this particular house has to offer. The key, though, is you can live entirely on the first floor. So let's go back outside, and we're going to talk now a little bit about the amenities that this particular subdivision has to offer. Now, in terms of amenities, you have access to a clubhouse, exercise gym, 2 pools, pickleball court, basketball court, and 65 acres of trails and access to the, quote, hidden lake. So that is what we've got here at the Cedar Creek villas of Hidden Lake. Now you've had a chance to see 3 different communities, all a little different, but all offering maintenance-free living. So we found the Hidden Lake here at Cedar Creek. And if you have any questions about the 3 properties that we have highlighted today, or you want to know about other options as far as retirement possibilities, or maybe you're just thinking about moving to Kansas City and you're not retiring. Regardless, if you have any questions, you want to learn more, set up a time so we can chat. You can get a hold of me by phone, text, email, or set up a Zoom call. All the information is below. And do me a favor, like the video and subscribe to the channel. One thing I do want to mention, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that in addition to being a realtor, I am a lender. And if you're someone who's going to need financing to help you purchase your next home, I am an invaluable resource because I can answer any questions you have, help you navigate the process. And the feedback I get from my clients is they like the fact that I can do both sides of the transaction. It simplifies and streamlines the communication. It reduces a lot of the stress and makes the whole process that much more enjoyable. And finally, if you are making a transition to where you currently live into a different community in a different state, and you're looking for a good realtor, let me know because I can hook you up with somebody in that community who will take excellent care of you. So with that being said, we're going to let you go. And until then, I look forward to showing you around the Kansas City area.